The Joe Rogan Experience.
Anyway, so Amazon's doing business with the new app store.
Yeah, that's kind of sneaky.
Yeah.
And TikTok's a Chinese company already.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And now,
and there's some talk. I mean, they've been making efforts, to limit the ability for TikTok to do business.
Really?
I think the U.S. military is instructed all personnel to stay off of TikTok, or not to use TikTok. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Again, because of the same concern. The whole idea is this platform. Because these companies can argue all they want to that they're independent from the Chinese authorities, but ultimately, if the Chinese authorities knock on their door and say we would like access to your database because we want to hoover up all the information about every U.S. military person that's stationed wherever, or they're going to do it.
They're trying to get one of the top TikTok executives in here.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Not really.
Yeah, well,
not really interesting at all. Not interesting to me.
So it's not happening.
No. Fuck you.
No. I don't even understand TikTok. I mean, I know the kids use it. Kids like it.
Look at this.
Make TikTok videos.
It's considered a cyber threat. Yeah. Lieutenant Colonel Robin Ocha, an Army spokeswoman, told military.com, "We do not allow it on government phones."
There you go.
Whoa.
Look at that.
A cyber threat.
An effective tool for reaching young people of generation. How old is Generation Z?
They're 12. What is that? That's my daughter, who's 11, is fucking all about TikTok.
Yeah.
She's teaching me TikTok dances. I'm learning TikTok dances.
That looked good, actually. That was a good
move. You'd blow up if you did some.
TikTok dances?
Dude, you'd be
I'm
big.
not trying to blow up, bro.
No.
I'm not trying. But my daughter, literally, she thinks it's hilarious. She's teaching me TikTok dances, and we practice for like fucking half an hour.
But what the hell is it? Is it just another version of...
It's like little videos.
Okay.
Little videos. But my 11-year-old's really into it. Her friends all think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I was going to say, I drive Sluggo to his basketball practices, and occasionally there's 2 or 3 other knuckleheads in the car, and that's all they're doing is they're talking or comparing TikTok videos or anything.
Weird.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm too busy. I'm not interested.
That's what YouTube started as, was just like cat videos until it was, then it was 15-minute videos, and now it's whatever it is.
So you think I should jump on board, Jamie?
I am just saying it's...
you do think I should jump on board?
You shouldn't not jump on board.
Let me ask you this. Isn't OnePlus, isn't that a Chinese company as well?
I don't...
Find out what that is.
Yeah.
OnePlus. Because OnePlus is accepted, right? I mean, OnePlus sponsors a lot of things. They make really high-end phones as well.
Yep.
How come they don't get the same kind of scrutiny?
I suspect they do. It just hasn't hit the press. I mean, TikTok blew up, I guess, as a app that kids like, and so it became. But I didn't realize how old is Generation Z? Is that a 20?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's below millennials. It's like the next
thing, whatever. So it's below millennials. Okay.
That's when we're really fucked. That's when we really get to see the fruits of our labor. How fucked up have we turned this culture? Well, let's check out the 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
Let's see how ridiculous these kids are.
And I not to disappear down a rabbit hole, but I agree. I think we have no idea. We have no idea what technology is, how it's going to impact in the long run. Right? We don't have enough of a test case yet.
Right.
And I can look at my kids and and just within my little microcosm of my 3 little dudes, they're sort of their attention span, right, and their ability to, and you can see it impacting it. And you can see it impact the way that they study, the way that they learn, the way, and I don't think we're, again, I'm not a Luddite, but I don't know that we're doing ourselves any favors, right? And
I don't think we're doing ourselves favors either, and I don't think there's any way of pulling back from it. There's no, you could tell your kids to pull back. You could maybe get your friends' kids to pull back, but culturally, no one's pulling back from this stuff. They're getting more and more immersed in their phones, more and more immersed in apps and internet, and this the big thing is apps to me. They all get on these little social media apps, like whether it's TikTok or whatever it is, and they're all direct messaging and looking at each other's stuff, and it becomes a giant part of your life. These kids, you look at their, my daughter has friends that don't have any restrictions on their phones. My daughter has a time limit on her phone. She's got 1 hour in the whole day.
Yeah. Right.
Other than that, you're not.
You have to do that.
Yeah, you have to do that. But she's got a little friend that doesn't have any time. And this little friend, you would think this girl, her fucking skin is growing onto this phone. She never goes anywhere without this phone in her hand, and she's always looking at it. She can't talk to anybody for 5 seconds without looking at her phone, checking TikTok, checking.
But that's she's getting that from her parents or from people see that. I mean, look at that. Look at adults. I mean, how many times have you sat in a restaurant and everybody at the table staring at their phone?
Yeah.
Right. Or you get on I got on the car rental bus today. and I dropped my bag on the thing, and I stood there, and I looked down at the bus, and everybody was
Everyone's on their
staring at their phone.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
but at least that's dead time, right? You're just sitting on a bus waiting to get to those. Let's check my email real quick. That makes sense. That's not a bad time to use your phone.
Yeah, in the old days, you'd start up a conversation with the guy next to you. So, where you from? Omaha, huh? And no, you wouldn't. Never mind. I don't know where I was going with that.
You could, but then you'd want to. Want to call Homeland Security? Like, you know that? Do you see anything suspicious? Yeah, this fucking guy talked to me on the bus.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. He wanted something he referred to as a conversation.
That's my favorite. If you see anything suspicious, call this number. Everything's suspicious.
Yeah,
the whole
see
world's
something, say
suspicious to me.
something. Yeah.